Hey everyone, welcome back to FTB Inventions, episode number 12. And since I last left off last episode working on our power station, I've decided to go ahead and run some more power lines and hook them up to the crusher. It's actually been doing a really nice job. I've actually been down doing a little bit of mining. It was pretty awesome. I actually finally was able to just toss our ores into our little mining cart, and it made its way up here, and it went through the crusher, and it sent it out, and it went over to the furnace, and that's basically where I need to start doing some more work. I basically need to run these power lines over to that building, and then we should be good to go power-wise for the moment. But we do have a few more things I'd like to kind of get straight and settled up with our power generation. Last episode we took a look at some of these advanced generators and been using the steam turbine, the vibrant turbines here, and well, it's nice, but I know it sounds like I'm about to throw up, but seriously though, it's really awesome. We're not really producing a ton of steam at the moment, and I'd like to be able to be doing that a little bit more efficiently. So what I'm going to work on real quick, today I'm probably going to be working on kind of a few different things. I do want to go ahead and get the power generation and power thing set up first, and then we'll go ahead and talk about what we're going to work on a little bit later. So right now we have everything set up as is, and it's not doing too bad. We have it set up to where it shuts off after a certain temperature so it doesn't go too crazy on fuel consumption. But I'd like to go ahead and fix that. And what I'm going to do is, well, I'm probably going to tear this little guy apart in a minute. But first, I want to go ahead and make a brand new machine called a fluid transposer. This is from Thermal Expansion, for those of you guys that don't know, but more than likely, most of you guys probably do know. So let's go ahead and make a couple of them. Hold on, almost lost that. This darn thing has been like messing with me like crazy. It doesn't like me at all. Yeah, actually, a fluid transposer, or I don't think I really need a fluid transposer. Let's actually go ahead and make ourselves a magma crucible, because I can use a Ender IO tank instead. So we'll just go ahead and make the magma crucible for now. This is actually something we're going to be needing to melt down particular items to get us something useful for our big reactor. So yeah. It's like, hide it, Bentley, hide it. They will never know. No, I'm sure a lot of you guys probably already have an idea of what I'm wanting to work towards. We got ourselves our magma crucible. Nothing too fancy-smancy at the moment. We're going to go ahead and let him gain some power. We're going to grab this guy right here, because like I said, we really don't need the fluid transposer per se. We just need something that we can actually store the liquid in. So that'll work just fine. Usually, a lot of people do like the fluid transposer along with it, and it makes complete sense as to why, because, sometimes, usually the liquids that you get from the magma crucible, sometimes you want to use them to, like, fill up other items like flux ducts or stuff like that with liquid redstone or liquefied enders and all sorts of items and such like that. I'm not going to really get into that right now. Anyways, our current focus is this stuff. Well, I went out and found me a nice frozen biome, and some blizz were spawning in there, so I went ahead and tossed a blizz rod right into my research table, so that way we could just go ahead and get a whole bunch of blitz rods. Yes, that is beautiful. Love it. So now we can just go ahead and, well, we could grind them down and get more out of it, but you know what? EMC equals fun. So what we're working on now is making some cryothium dust. This stuff right here, pretty awesome. We also have niter in there also, which I believe is a little bit further down. Now I'm gonna try to get, a decent amount of this stuff. It's a little obnoxious because the tablet's still not super working right at the moment, but hopefully soon enough we'll be able to get it running properly. We need some redstone. Do we have any snowballs? Snowballs? We have snowballs. Seriously, there's no snowballs? Wow. Fine. Fine, we'll learn it. Gosh. Make life, like, not easy for me at all. Do ya? Darn thing. Alright, well, anyways, we'll let that thing work. Basically, what we're going to be doing is making as much cryothium as we can. And then we're going to toss it right into that magma crucible. Now, I don't really want to get too much of this stuff because, you know what, let's just do this. And don't do this at home. Sometimes if you shift click out of that, why am I making those into snow? It doesn't really matter. We can just break them back down, I guess, later if we absolutely need to. But there we go. Cryothium dust. Wonderful and beautiful. 48 pieces of it. We're going to let that set in our magma crucible for just a little bit. As you can see, it's making us some gelid cryothium. So yeah, that's going to pretty much just do its stuff. And eventually we'll probably might have to come up here and get a little bit more. For the time being, it should be all right. What I'm going to do is start grabbing a few more things from big reactors. I'm assuming I'm probably going to want to grab as much as I can. I went ahead and crafted up a few more things, some more fuel rods, some more reactor casings, and we got our reactor access port. Now, just something to do to make it look, you know, kind of nice. Let's actually do it down here because I don't like using this synchronization anymore. We're going to go ahead and make up some reactor glass for fun, so yes. Whoa, holy cow, man, that thing filled up really quick. That is so cool. Well, 12 buckets, that's fine. I can live with that. We're going to go ahead and tear down said reactor. Let's do it here. Yep, beautiful. All right, goodbye, everything. And say hello to the future, which is in a minute going to be the future when we actually get there and start making this brand new steam turbine reactor thing. I think that's the plan. So I'm going to go ahead and clear out a little bit of an area. I'm going to kind of lay the base of our brand new reactor, and then we'll be back in just a minute once I get everything all set up properly. Alright guys, and we're back. So I've been poking around with some ideas and, well, trying to get some actual, well, decent numbers on production of steam and efficiency and all that stuff. And honestly, I'm not the best when it comes to that. I'm really not. So I went ahead and I did some looking and managed to find a design here. This is a 9x9x3. So 9, 9, and 3 tall design, and it's supposedly supposed to be pretty efficient while still maintaining a pretty decent level of output. So not just for steam, but apparently this also works pretty well for just power as well. So if I'm not mistaken, I actually remember Vagram using this at one point, I think on a couple of his builds, I want to say. So yeah, this hopefully should be good enough for us. I went ahead and made some more gelid cryothiums. You guys can see I also have a little bit larger tank this time around. And let's try not to fall inside of it and cryogenically freeze ourselves. That would be wonderful. Well, no, that just means that everyone can have a little bit of Bentley forever, right? Right. I like that. That sounds wonderful. Hopefully we have enough gelid cryothium. I may, and it actually looks like I'm going to have to, probably make up a little bit more, but that is quite okay. I think we'll probably be able to do that relatively quickly because I don't think we're going to be needing a ton here. Now there is easier ways to like fill up your gelid cryothium inside of your big reactor. There's things like floodgates from Buildcraft and floodgates from Buildcraft, stuff like that. Yeah. Basically. So we got this guy done. Let's go ahead and start closing off the top with a little bit of reactor glass for nice looks. I'm trying to make this look nice as well, so That's the reason why we got a little fanciness going on around here. I've been trying to clean up the area, as you guys can see. Got a nice way to kind of look around on the inside of the reactor as well. And down this way is actually where I've decided to hook up our reservoirs and water production. So basically, I've went ahead and made up 2 more reservoirs. So now we're a total of 7 with a resonant aqueous accumulator, which I'm hoping with its increased speeds will help us along a little bit, but we'll have to just wait and see, won't we? Alright, so these are cleared off. I think we're good to go. I'm going to go ahead and set this guy to insert so there's no confusion, and I'm going to go ahead and grab a little bit more of that other stuff. Oh, ooh, what do you know? There's a few buckets left in here. Wonderful. Alright, you... Come on, we have stuff to do. I don't know, this still may not be enough. Is this... How many do we need? Let's go ahead and take a quick head count. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5, 6-ish buckets. Something like that. I think so. You go there. Kinda gotta play with the flow here. When you can find it. Alright. Yep, we're gonna need like 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5. We'll just make 6 buckets just to be safe. But yeah, like I was gonna say earlier, I got some other stuff I do want to go ahead and work towards today, and I'm going to try to get to that here in just a minute. But first, I want to get the steam production and hope that we can just sit there and run all of like our steam for just a while and come up with a large chunk of just power coming in. That would be wonderful. All right, so this, boom, bam. I need snubbles, redstone. Give me all of the redstone. You and you and you. There we go. All right. Cryothium inside of our magma crucible, making us even more gelid cryothium. While that's finishing up, let's go ahead and take a look at what I want to look at starting up for today. Well, for one, pretty much the reason why I want to start something new up is because this is on my nerves. I can't help it. I think it's time to jump and start doing a little bit of applied energistics. We're going to go ahead and jump right into it and just try to get ourselves a nice little basic ME system up and running real quick. So I did go down, I did a little bit of mining, and I managed to find some charged Certus quartz. So we do need a little bit of this just to get ourselves started off with. We're going to grab some nether quartz, a little bit of redstone, and that should be okay for us to just jump right in and get started here in just a second. Are you done already? Wow. You, sir, you're good. All right, we're going to head down. We're going to go ahead and fill up the rest of this and make us some Fluix dust. This is basically where we're going to wind up having to start off in applied energistics. Be nice if we actually had a EMC value for it, but I know it's kind of like really cheaty, you know, but yeah. Anyway, there we go. We are good. It looks like we have no flowing gelid cryothium. I'm going to seal this puppy off, and it should form right after. Look at that. Beautiful. I love it. Look at that. All right, we're going to need to go ahead and fill up with some yellorium. So let's do that real quick. But first, what we're going to do is we're going to toss in 2 of these guys. Unfortunately, you need to turn off your magnet first. Toss in 2 charged Certus quartz into the water, 2 nether quartz, and 2 pieces of redstone. And there we go. Unnatural. Gets us a little bit of Fluix crystals. These are what we're going to be using to get us some more charged Certus quartz. All right, so we're going to put that aside for the moment, and we're going to see, do we have any yellorium in here? I've got a little bit. I actually need to head back over to our furnace setup. I'm not really sure what I'm going to call this. Smeltery? The smeltery. We'll call it the smeltery. Need to head over to the smeltery, pick us up some more yellorium. Head back over, and then we can finally get this thing set up and start producing us some constant power. Have it turning on and off. I think maybe with a power monitor, maybe something like that. Something a little bit more automated-ish that we don't. Is that a word? A little bit more automated that we won't have to particularly worry about. Where is my access port? Oh my gosh, I didn't put in the access ports. I'm such a big dum-dum sometimes. Yeah, we'll just put you... Do we want to put it there? Heck, I didn't even put the other port in either. Oh, there goes that. By the way, don't drop items in that. They don't come back. Yeah. All right, so this little guy right here, this is going to be our output. This is where our pump is going to go. Now, by default, there's always an input on the bottom of these fluid pumps. So, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and place our power here. All right, looks like we're good. And we'll set ourselves an output right there. Connect our pipes up, and that'll start extracting our steam out of there. Now, something else that's kind of cool that I noticed is you can actually take some steel scaffolding from Immersive Engineering and place around this fluid pipe. Check this out. Boom. Look at that. That is so cool. I like that. That gives it a nice little support here on the side. I don't mind having that there at all. All right, so we'll leave that as is. Now, we got to get over here. This is, I think, where I'm going to go ahead and put the access port. There we go. We're going to put ourselves some yellorium in there and get us a whole bunch, get us filled up, and go. Look at that. Look at that. Nice. Are we actually keeping up with steam production? Are you kidding me right now? That's awesome. All right, we're going to have to go check on that real fast. Let's go double check, make sure everything is coming over here just fine, and that we're actually producing. Oh my gosh, look at that. We are full up on steam. All we're waiting for this to do is actually to continue spinning up, and as soon as it's all the way spun up, we will be producing up to 1,000 RF per tick. That is beautiful. That is so nice. Yes! Finally! We don't have to have constant water everywhere. That is nice. That is very, very good. Okay. All right, so what I'm going to go ahead and do, though, as you can see, this is running pretty hot. We're expending a little bit under, you know, a millibucket worth of fuel per tick. We want to probably come up here and just hold control and insert our fuel rods, maybe about, I want to say maybe 30% just to start off. We'll see where that puts us. As you can see, it lowers our fuel usage here just a bit, which is good. And we should start seeing our temperature slowly decrease. I think I might actually take this just a little bit more. We'll do 40%. So that should change all of these up here as well, bringing them all to 40%. And yeah, about 0.5. That's pretty nice. I could probably live with that. And hopefully this will stay nice and warm enough for us, so that way we actually produce more than enough steam than what we need, and all the water. Nice. All right, so with that being all said and done, let's just let that run for a little bit, and we'll come back and check on it in a bit. We got ourselves our fluid crystals, what I want to go ahead and start working on making for our brand new ME system. There's also some other reasons why I want to go about doing this, is not only because it's really, really nice, but it has a nice little function that we can actually make a little later on that basically I won't have to keep running in here and running out of here to get items. We could pretty much just sit there and be like, okay, we're good, we're done, that's it, all said and done. And I would love that. That would be really nice to have right about now. So are you no power? No? Is that a no? Can I? No! You weren't supposed to do that, friend. You weren't supposed to do that. Oh man, seriously? I was hoping we could like do something a little bit better than that. But you know what? I got ideas, and ideas are good. Ideas are the building blocks of what we are. So I'm just going to go ahead and do... No, you know what? Better. Let's grab a chest. Let's grab some Certus quartz crystals, because we're going to be wanting to make a lot more of these guys, Fluix crystals. So to do that, what I'm going to make us is something kind of cool. Can I still open that up there? No? Okay. Well, I didn't know if iron chests were different. Apparently they're not. I think... Where do I want to put you? Where do I want to put you? We want one at least here. And... That seems like the only viable solution here. Because we want to insert on the top, and then we should be able to extract out the side. So I think what I'm going to do is probably break this guy out for the time being until we move this into a better location. And what we're going to do is have this extract with a filter, but we'll do that in just a moment. Let's go ahead and do this. And right click up here. We'll set this to insert. As you can see, we have our charged or Certus quartz right there, but it's already charged, so that was pretty quick. But yeah, we want to go ahead and pull one of these guys out. We're going to have this extract with a filter in just a minute, but we want to go ahead and set this to an insert. So let's come over here, make a quick filter to, we should be able to grab a hopper, no hopper, no hopper. Okay. Chest. Okay, wood. This is the other thing, is like, I'm not really a big fan of how this organizes everything for us. It doesn't stay the way I'd like it, which is usually by quantity descending is usually how I love it. And it's been real finicky lately, and I'm not sure if it's something going on in the pack or what it is, but I am ready for something new. So let's just get this running. I think we surround it by paper, right? No, darn, I was trying to do it from memory. Okay, so we need a filter. Basic item filter. Close enough. 2 of those. That's what I want. All right, and then we're going to jump over here. We're going to set up these filters real quick. We're going to say this guy gets a filter here of extracting one of these. So if there's any of those sitting in the chest, it's going to automatically extract it into here. And then I want this to automatically extract here charged Certus quartz. And then we can set this to active without signal. So what's going to happen is as soon as it turns to charged Certus quartz, it's going to make its way back into this chest right here. So all we got to do is wait for these things to turn into charged Certus quartz, which I feel like it's kind of like a random time. It's not like completely quick or automatic. As you can see, it's kind of varying in times. Yeah. So I'm going to let that run, and we're going to get ourselves a whole bunch of charged Certus quartz, because I'm going to get us a lot of Fluix crystals. We'll be back in just a second after a little bit of time's passed and we get some more of these charged Certus quartz. Alright guys, and we're back with a good handful of Fluix crystals here, and we still got some more Certus quartz being charged at the moment, but we do have a little bit of an issue. We have one of the problems of, well, we don't have any of the required plates, these presses here, for the inscriber, but really cool thing is, it looks like there is an added-in recipe right here. Our shapeless recipes inside of the rolling machine. If I can talk, all we got to do is go ahead and use our main items that each of these presses use. So, for instance, this one uses like a diamond. Our logic one, I believe, yeah, uses gold. The silicon one is, I believe, just like the silicon press. And then we also have a regular Certus quartz that we can also use. So instead of having to hunt around for the darn AE2 meteors, we do have a way to just jump right in, craft the ones that we need, and that way we can start crafting long and tediously some of the items that we're going to need for our brand new applied energistic machines. So from this point, let's go ahead and throw some of this stuff away. We want to make an inscriber, which I don't know. Right there. You, sir. I need you. We want probably a few of them, but start off with, we'd probably be all right just with one, just to kind of get us going. Don't need a whole bunch. Why pistons? I know I got pistons. And I know I got slimes in here. Where's my slimes? Slime, 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 slime. There we are. Let's go ahead and grab a few extras of those. And we'll go ahead and make up you, 1, 2. Get you out of you. And I believe he said, what, flux crystals and iron? See, something's not right here. Did you see that? Something's not right. We have the iron. We just put the sticky pistons in there. And now they're just not like, nope, I don't wanna. So I don't know really what's going on here. I'm going to have to like definitely probably bring that up somehow, some shape, some way, form with T-Fox and see what's going on there. Because it just doesn't make any sense. Now, seriously? Where's that inscriber? All right, there we go. There's our inscriber. Finally, by the way. I'm just going to toss this little fellow right over here. He's going to get us a little bit of power. And we're going to go ahead and start making some of the components that we need just to get us a quick basic ME system up and running. So I'm going to craft up some processors. These are items that are pretty much used in almost all of the different pieces of applied energistics. For those of you that don't know, we're going to be making some silicon things, and then we're going to be making them into these processors. So there's like logic processors. You have to combine the printed logic circuits, which is basically the logic press with the gold, and then you combine those with silicon and redstone and the inscriber, and you finally get your processor, just depending on which type of circuit you actually use. There's also a calculation circuit and stuff like that. I'm gonna go ahead and craft this stuff off camera because this is a little bit of a tedious part until we get it like more so automated, but for now, yeah, looking really good. I like it. So I'm going to get those things crafted, and then we'll be back in just a minute to hopefully set up our brand new AE system. Alright guys, and we're back. I went ahead and crafted up a couple of these engineering processors that we need, some logic processors, and got a few extra components as well. I know we're not going to be able to make the most extravagant applied energistic system today, but we'll at least be able to get started with it. I know we're not going to be able to get the crafting portion of it up and running, but this should be able to be good enough to get us running. So I'm going to go ahead and use some of the nether quartz dust, which is just nether quartz that I threw in the sag mill. And I'm just going to go ahead and grab a little bit of this quartz fiber. We're going to get some flux crystals, and we'll make some ME glass cables. Look at that. Nice and easy. I love it. 24. 24 sounds beautiful. Sounds like a great number to start with. All right, we'll just toss the rest of that stuff in there. All right, now from here, we just need to make one of these guys. This is all I'm looking for at the moment. We'll toss you right there. Now, we need to fill this guy up with storage drives. And for that, I'm going to make some 1K storage drives to start off with. I would go up to the 4K version, but the 4K version actually requires a calculation processor. Now, this little guy, unless we can upgrade him, and we don't need it, doesn't look like we can, but it looks like, yeah, I need the calculation processor. In order to get that, we need this guy here, the printed calculation circuit, which requires a pure Certus quartz crystal. These guys are obtained from dropping a Certus quartz seed made from Certus quartz dust and sand to produce, or in water to produce your pure Certus quartz. Now, that takes a little while without the crystal growth accelerators, and I don't really feel like going through and making that at the moment for this episode, so we're just going to go through and make some 1K storage drives. Pretty easy. And a few 1Ks should be enough to kind of just last us for a little while and such. Why are we having issues clicking in something for a 1K storage drive? Are you kidding me right now? You guys see why I'm wanting to change this now, right? Like, I hope we're on the same page. I don't believe it's something I have set up stupidly. I don't think so. But I'm just going to go ahead and grab the components that we need. I'll be back in just a second once I find them all and get everything organized. Alright guys, we're back. A little bit of a dirt in my head. Yeah, we needed quartz glass. I mean, it looks like regular glass just by looking at it. I mean, seriously? And it still doesn't want to click in properly. Are you kidding me right now? Oh my gosh. At least I know what the problem is now. And this time, it's still the sorting. So you can see we actually crafted the ME storage housing, which is what we want. We just need the little 1K fella, which is apparently become hidden inside of these chests somewhere. Oh, I wonder where. See, oh, look at the lost sticky pistons from earlier. And yes, I'm very aware that it sounded like I did say underwear. Why are you guys laughing, aren't you? Stop laughing at me! Anyways, these guys don't really stack. They'll just automatically toss into your inventory as such. I'm just going to go and throw them all inside of here. Now we need to grab ourselves an acceptor, a power acceptor from Applied Energistics. Energy acceptor. There we go. Nice and easy. We need a little bit more quartz glass. No big deal. We might actually have enough. Do we? Do we? No. Of course we don't. Why would we ever have enough of anything to do anything? Why not? Alright, there we go. Bam. Boom. Done. Done, done, done. Now, please, thank you. Thank you so much. We're going to put him right there. Now, we do need to bring some power over here. Just for the time being. Yes, I know this is probably, you know, something I'm going to run some power over. Don't worry about it. Just don't even worry about it. So there we go. We got some power running. As you can see, now it's all lit up and happy. Look at that. It's beautiful. I love it. Now we need a way to actually look onto that storage. And to do that, we want to grab ourselves a terminal. Now there's some really cool terminals. We have like a regular terminal, crafting terminal. I'm just going to go ahead and make up real quick a basic terminal, because the other one actually requires the calculation processor, which is something that I still cannot make at this very second. So I need a little bit more redstone, and I actually need to craft up a few more of these little fellas over here. Oh man, no, power! I need power back. Give me the power back. I'm just gonna borrow you, and by borrowing I mean just come with me. Fine, that works. Whatever. Oh man, this is so sad. I need you, and you. That's going to make us another calculation processor. Crafting terminal. I don't need the crafting terminal. I just want the regular terminal. ME pattern terminal, ME terminal. There it is. All right, so this one's going to require a logic processor. This one's going to require a logic processor. This one's going to require a logic processor. So we do need a couple more pieces of silicon. There we go. Just a little bit. Yeah, so we need 3. We need this one more here. And then we should be able to just go ahead and go boom, boom, boom. Nice thing is you can shift click them in, but downside is you can only shift click in one set at a time. You can automate this process, which, yeah, I could probably do here in a little bit, but yeah, we'll work on it a little bit later on. For now, we should be okay. I'm also going to go ahead and toss in some, I think we need some Fluix dust. Okay. So let's go ahead and toss just a little bit inside of our sag mill real quick. Quickly getting us up some Fluix dust. Boom, bam, done and ready to go. Let us see if we can get this terminal up and running now. Really? Please tell me that thing did not eat my stuff either. Just give me some nether quartz. Give it to me. Stupid thing. You're becoming a hassle. Okay, so what's the difference between this one and that one? We need Surge Quartz crystals. Okay, easy enough. Bam. Formation cores, so we got one of each. We need this guy. Move you aside. Put you down out of the way. Let's put one of you and one of you. Now I believe all we need now is the illumination panel. Okay. I'm going to put everything in my inventory and hope for the best here. Just shift click this pattern, which is quartz. Do we have it? Okay, we almost had it. Almost had it. Alright, we're close. We're very close. Okay. You. Get out of here. Get out of here. Give me. Yes. Illumination panels. You can go away. And you can finally give me what I have been longing for, which is hopefully not going to give me no more problems like this guy. Get out of here. We don't need you anymore. Is that like a Brooklyn accent? It's fine, don't worry. There we go. Now all we need is our power to finish us up. Actually, that's the wrong one. That's just the inventory panel I replaced on top of it. There we go. That's what we're looking for. So let's grab our power source. We're going to rewire this later. We're just demonstrating that this is indeed going to work the way we want it to. So now we can go ahead and start putting all of our items inside of here, storing everything with a little bit more precision, and hopefully without any issues that we were having before. So with that, guys, I'm going to go ahead and say thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys have any full tips, tricks, or comments, feel free to put it in the comment section down below. If you guys would rate the video, I'd greatly appreciate it. And between now and next episode, I'm going to go ahead and start working towards swapping some of these chests inside of there. There's some easier ways of doing it. I'm just going to do it my way. But yeah, we'll be back next episode. So thank you guys again for watching. And until next time, we'll see you guys then. Goodbye.